Good morning, everyone. We are now on day 4 of our 21 days to 49 Coach at First Sight. This is Master Coach A coming in for our 21 days gratitude journey. It's actually my 21 days gratitude journey, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being part of my 21 days to 49th birthday. So if you are here today and you are excited, can you please put me some emoji on the chat box? Show me some love. Give me some thumbs up. Give me some high five. Give me some smiley. Give me something that I would know you are blessed to be here with me today and you are excited to learn. We're going to be talking about creation on our day 4. So let me just honor everyone who's coming in, who's joining me today on the screen. I can see Coach Nords, Coach Joanna, Coach Weiser, okay, Coach Candy Ten, Coach Marife, Coach Tin De Hoya, Master Coach Esmian, Coach Saivel, okay, you're here, Coach Lynn, Coach Cherry, of course, Coach Nilo, you're not missing this. Thank you so much for being here. Coach Man, thank you for being here. Coach Orville, Coach Bebs, okay, you're here. Of course, Coach Rizal is here. Coach Al, come on now, Coach Al, you're joining me. Thank you so much, Coach PB, Coach Glacy, Coach Sherry, Coach Rog, and everyone is starting to come in. Please circulate the link. Invite someone, tag someone in the chat box, okay, or in the comment below, and let them know that you are joining me for day 4 of our 21 days to 49 Coach at First Sight. If you are joining me for the first time, it's somebody just invited you in and told you to get into this 21 days of daily lives at 11:15. This is gonna be ending on June 14. It's gonna be my 49th birthday. Now, this 21 days gratitude journey, 21 days to 49, I'm doing this for fellow coaches, for fellow game changers worldwide. So if you are from the Philippines, you're from any other parts of the globe, mabuhay from the Philippines, I want to welcome you to this journey of mine where I am sharing with you 21 gifts, 21 building blocks, 21 gems, 21 things that I'm so grateful of, okay, that these 21 building blocks, these 21 gifts, I considered 21 nuggets, 21 secrets, 21 keys, however you want to call it and however you will receive it in your life. These 21 things that I'm sharing with you every single day is what brought me where I am today. In case you are joining me for the first time, you don't know much about me, I'm a professional certified life coach. I am a mental health coach. I also do trauma coaching. So I'm an trauma-informed coach, and I do help people understand the things that truly boggles their mind, challenge their mental health, and allow them to see that there is mental fitness even though you are mentally challenged. My practice is focused in impact, income, and influence, because these 3 things normally are the 3 things that challenge the mental health, the mental state, the mental safety of fellow entrepreneurs, fellow coaches, and thought leaders. And I believe this is also 3 things that challenge many individuals. Now, Coach at First Sight, the idea behind Coach at First Sight is allowing you to see what you need to build, what you need to put in your coaching practice, in your coaching business, so that you become the person whom someone else or the audience or your avatar will raise a hand and say, I want to hire you, I want to work with you, and I want to trust my transformation. I want to trust my life. I want to trust the things that I want to do and accomplish in this area of my life with you. I want you to be my accountability partner. I want you to journey with me. So the idea here is that in a crowd, in a room full of people, when you walk in or when you join a group, when you join a network events, when you visit a family gathering, when you attend your next reunion, is that someone in need of your service will know for sure that's the coach for me. So It is not something that happens overnight. Success is slow brought. This is something that you tuck in. This is something that you work on. This is something that you, like I said, it's a building blocks. It means that you are building this one after another, one after another. It doesn't mean that when you learn the fourth keys or the fourth elements, the fourth items, you just let go of the others. This is stacking. It means that one, you put the other. It's like the Lego. I'm sure you've heard of Lego. You've seen Lego when you stack up everything. All right. So day one, I talk about vision. Day two, I talk about decision. Day three, I talk about philosophy. And today on day four, I'm going to talk about creation. So I'm not sure if you are one person who's familiar with concept ideas of what is it to become an entrepreneur. Oftentimes in our days today, in modern days, we have diluted the idea, the concept of an entrepreneur to someone doing business. Now, the whole point of my sharing with you also is that not only am I encouraging you, I am showing up and I am allowing you to know how to become a coaching practitioner or a coach, but I'm also helping you to be able to become a coaching entrepreneur. Okay, so what does it mean to be a coaching entrepreneur? Okay, so let me just pause here and I just want to give a big shout out to Darbel. Okay, she's my student in public speaking. She's not yet a coach, but she's one person who's showing up every single day, who's showing up, learning with us, join our community, like really, she's one entrepreneur. Okay, so hello Darbel. Okay, uh, what does it mean to be an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is having that heart, that having that kind of heart for three things. Okay, three things that I'm gonna be sharing today. Three needs. Okay, and you will start seeing that when you see someone who is an entrepreneur at heart, there is so much difference than seeing someone who's just doing business. And so I just want to give a big shout out to Darbel for being here. I've been seeing her growth. I've been seeing her showing like her desire to be more for the people she served. And she's one person that really, one student caught my eyes. Okay, so ain't easy. The things that she's going through ain't easy. The things that she's learning is not easy. It's not her cup of tea. It's not to her. It's not her core strength. To her, it's not an inborn talent. But I've seen her heart. I've seen her desire. I've seen the posture to learn more, to be more, because there is a need she wants to fulfill. So Darbel, thank you for being here. Congratulations. And I'm sure today's episode is something that will expand your heart for what you're doing. So now, when you going back, okay, going back to that thing of becoming an entrepreneur, let me just paint the picture to you. When you are a coaching practitioner, when you are a coach, when you are showing up to serve a client, okay, and being a coach, your posture, your mindset is your client, your client's needs. Okay, when you put your heart to becoming an entrepreneur, a coaching entrepreneur, you're not only looking at yourself, you're not only looking at your finances, you're not only looking at the clients who's going to be saying yes to you, but you are also looking at the whole coaching business. Now, imagine a person who's just setting up a bakery or a bread store, okay, importing or getting a bread, selling it on store, versus someone who's setting up the oven, the architecture, setting up the space, the habitat, the ecology, and making sure that he or she, okay, is filling a gap of the bread industry. So, someone who's selling, okay, here's an available cake, here's an available bread, I'm selling it to you. Versus, what is it my industry needs? What is missing? So, if they got buns, if they got rolls, they got uh, cakes, they got cookies, what is missing? What is needed? What is the whole industry needing at this moment in time? What else can put value, increase value in the industry? That's what it is to become a coaching entrepreneur. Why? Because an entrepreneur is a creator. An entrepreneur gives more value than it consumes value. An entrepreneur is someone who does not rip off, okay, the ecology, does not rip off the industry, but an entrepreneur is someone who puts additional value, makes the industry he or she is entering to become better than when he or she started. That is the value of an entrepreneur. And I truly encourage you, in one of your PDT, personal development time, go through and check on history of what it is to be an entrepreneur. Okay? So, because entrepreneur is such a powerful word, not because of title, but because the moment you embrace that you are an entrepreneur, that's just like so much in here in your mind that started to shift. You started from being a competitor to creator and giver of value. You shift from reaping of content to seeing how can I amplify, how can I put additional sparkle on that? How could I put my magic on that so that the whole industry, the whole ecology where I belong becomes better? So there's like this mental shift that happens when you start embracing that you are an entrepreneur. Now, one thing that is also important for us to recognize is this, okay? While we often, okay, we are fixated with the idea that things work out well because we plan it well. Things will work because it's us. It's our experience. It's our expertise. It's our master's degree. It's our academic background. Now, let me share with you the truth of the matter. Historically, results of researchers would say with 5 attempts, only one will go through very well. And for some, you need to have more attempts. Go for the story of Thomas Edison. How many times he failed? So how many times he didn't make it right? But he said he just found countless thousands of ways how things should not be done. And when you are an entrepreneur, that what makes you excited. That what makes you pump up, okay? So when things don't give you what you envision, what you believe you are capable, what you have decided, instead of throwing the towel and say, hey, this is not for me, it's not gonna work. You know what? An entrepreneur will be more excited and say, hey, what can I do? What can I look for? Who else can I tap? Who else can I speak with? From whom can I learn? What model can I try? That's the spirit of entrepreneurial. Now, let me dive into coaching entrepreneurship. The whole idea of my sharing is that these people who's in your space right now will raise their hand and say, Coach, I want to hire you. You're the coach in my side, okay? So you are the coach in the workplace. You are the coach in my family. You are the coach here in our space. I want to hire you. I want to raise that hand to you. So the idea here is when you want to become the coaching entrepreneur, the shift is creating. The shift is not consuming. Okay, the shift is from being a consumer to becoming a creator. And what is it that you need to create? So oftentimes you see people, I want to create products. I want to create business. I want to create my name. I want to make my power. I want to make my brand. That's not what you are to create. Listen, if you want to thrive as a coaching entrepreneur, the first top of mind to create is the habitat, the ecology. Because believe me, and I'm sure you'll raise a hand to me and say yes, okay? It's hard to convince people in your space of the shift, of the change, of the new directions that you wanted to do, of the experiment that you want to try. Give me a yes in the chat box, in the comment below if you are connecting with me. How many of you here would connect and say yes? It's so challenging to tell these people that, hey, I want to start a new business. I want to try a new thing. And some would say, yeah, go for that. But when challenges starts to kick in, how many of you would tell and say yes? The people you know, the people you love, the people you trust starts to vanish. How many of you here connects with me and say, Coach, I experienced that. And Coach, yes, I know what you're saying. The thing with becoming and doing the things that you want to do is it's very risky. And that's one thing with being an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur needs a lot of courage, a lot of boldness, because entrepreneurship is equals to risk. It is very risky. You risk relationship, you risk ideas, you risk your money, you risk your name, because some people who knows you to be an achiever, when you start becoming an entrepreneur and you start doing one thing after another and it ain't yet the best version of it, people will say a lot of things about you, okay, as if every great things that you have done in the past vanished because you've started something that ain't working yet. How many of you can connect? Put in the comment connecting, relating, resonating. So just so I know, and the people who's going to be watching this on the replay knows that I'm not alone, you're not alone, and there's a lot of us here who experience that dose of risk, that dose of will it work, that dose of doubts, those pain, those feeling of being rejected, all of these things. All of these things. And that's where the value of creating your own ecology, creating your own habitat comes in. When I started becoming a coaching entrepreneur, so I've shared already in the past that I've been in the corporate for 20 years. I'm an IT practitioner. I'm a graduate of economics, and I've been a consultant. When I started becoming a coaching entrepreneur, one thing I realized, just like what others would say, the market is dry for coaching. And what would I do if you were in my space? Or maybe those people who or common people would say, okay, market is dry, take another market, get another profession, get another business, get into. That's not what it is. It is for an entrepreneur, because entrepreneur have the sharp eye who sees opportunities, needs, and the future of the market. Entrepreneurs don't really look at the present. So look at the things that you are experiencing today. Look at the things that you are enjoying today. These are creations of entrepreneurial people with entrepreneur skills and entrepreneur mindset. These are creations of entrepreneurs. Yes, true, they hired engineers, they hired, makers, they get people who would put up the machines and all. But these all started because an entrepreneur get himself or herself into a space and say, let's have this because this will be needed in the future. That's an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur do not look at the space today. That's why you don't compete with a real and true blue entrepreneur. Because when you compete with an entrepreneur today, you're gone. Competition ain't working because the entrepreneur that you see today is already thinking of 5 years working on the things that will be needing 5 years from now. That's the very reason why I don't believe in competition. Because I'm an entrepreneur, number one, I don't want to rip off and destroy what other fellow entrepreneurs are creating. But because I understand that there's no point competing what they're reaping right now. Like, that's the common thing. You see one thing blooming, ballooning, blossoming today. Compete. That's the way you do business. But that's not becoming an entrepreneur, especially in coaching. Ain't. So, when you want to become a coaching entrepreneur, day 4, building blocks, number 4, create. What do you create? Create an habitat, create an ecology for a thriving business. How do you create that? 3 things that you need to look. 3 needs. 3 needs. Okay? What are the 3 needs? Number 1 on your list is what is needed by your market. What is needed by the people you want to serve. There's a lot of opportunities that would come your way when you are starting your business. But when you understand the need, you will always be focused on that. When I started my business, this is all about creating a space, an ecology of mental safety, mental fitness. And yes, when you are mentally challenged, okay, those things that are given to you for your protection and safety, you repel and you argue and you let you go ballistic. Imagine somebody who's in pain in the hospital and you want to put an injection and you tell them you're going to go through surgery. What happens? They don't. You don't like it, right? That's the same thing. When you start working on mental health, okay, when you start doing a heart surgery on somebody who's mentally challenged with the works that they do, the business they engage with, the relationship they have, they repel. Okay, in Filipino, in Tagalog, you always say nawawala at nagwawala. Okay, you go ballistic because you're hurting me. Come on now. Is there any procedure in the hospital that ain't gonna hurt you? Think about that. That's just like a nuggets of wisdom. Now going back. Needs of your customer, needs of your audience. When you are focused, so then again, let me just backtrack. You cannot skip number 2. What is number 2? Decide. Okay? In number 1, you have a vision of your audience. And number 2, you have decided on the time, right? You decided on the people who's going to be working. You cannot skip on all the building blocks because on number 4, right now, okay, you're going to go back and say, what is my market truly needs? It's beautiful that we have this heart that we want to serve everyone. You know that feeling? But when you have an eye for everyone and everybody, it is a disservice to your own market. Remember, on day 1, you have a vision, who you are, the market you want to serve, the people you want to serve, they and the platform. You have decided. You have decided that you will do this as a business on day two. You have decided that you will have this time, and you have decided who the people you will be working with so that you can serve your market. Yesterday, you've seen the impact, the value, the influence, the income. And when you put that all together, you will understand that not meeting the needs of the people whom you are called to serve is a disservice. In my case, if everyone I can serve every person on planet Earth, maybe on Mars later on, but if I'm not able to build that space for mentally challenged people, then it's a disservice to me. So number one need is understanding the need of the audience, the client, the customer whom you decided to serve, whom you have envisioned to serve, whom you have built your business to last, who they are. Needs number two, need of your business. When you start building a business, there is a need. The business needs to make money. The business needs to have profit. The business needs to have partners. The business needs to have collaborators. The business needs to have employees. The business needs to have system and a lot more. So from the need of your customer, from the need of your market to the need of your business. And need number three is your need as the entrepreneur. What is it that you truly need? Is it more money? Is it fame? Is it value? Is it significance? Is it life? Or is it your altruistic why that you truly want to fulfill? There are different areas of our lives that we want to fulfill as an entrepreneur. And not because we're serving our market, we're serving our business, we let go of ourselves. Oftentimes, we take off ourselves from the equation. And that's where many entrepreneurs starts to fail. When I say starts to fail, they start failing from the original plan and they go back again. Because if you're an entrepreneur, failure is temporary. An entrepreneur never gives up, never throw the towel, never quits. You will just getting better, getting stronger, refining, fine-tuning, reinventing, innovating. Encapsulating this on day 4. Create the habitat. Create the ecology for you to have a thriving coaching business. Look and center on 3 needs as you build and create the habitat. Focus on the needs of your customer. Focus on the needs of your clients. Focus on the needs of the people you want to raise hands to you. Focus on the needs of your business. Focus on what the business needs to thrive. Focus on what do you need to supply to your business for it to be healthy. What is it that you need to give to your business so it becomes a beautiful business from a beautiful entrepreneur like you? Remember yesterday? And finally, focus on what is it that you need. What is it that you need so that you keep your heart beautiful? What is it that you need to give to your heart, to your mind, to your body, to your spirit to stay beautiful? What are the gifts you look to receive? Hashtag gifts. Put it in the chat box right now. Put it in a comment now so that you receive my gift for day 4. Okay, I'm going to send it to you within the day. So put that in a hashtag right now, hashtag gifts. And if you want to share your hashtag pack my bag moment. From this journey, you can put it hashtag coach at first sight. So there's going to be a point of reference. By the way, if you want to watch on a replay, you want to share the link on a replay of this on an HD and high definition, please click, okay? Subscribe, follow my YouTube channel, Coach A. Let people know that there's a blessing that they can consume, that there is a blessing that they can look into so they too can become a blessing. Today, my invitations to you is to become a creator. Create the habitat, create a healthy environment, a healthy ecology. There are people who needs help. There are people who needs your service. There are people looking up to you. There are people looking for someone who will create more than they consume, who will reap not, but will make things beautiful. Let's go on a beautification project, not a destructive project, not on destruction. Every single day, if you show up with a mindset of how can I make things beautiful? How can I add value? How can I be a magnet of gratitude? How can I magnet those words of thank you? You are a blessing. Every single day, dedicate your art, dedicate your time, dedicate yourself, dedicate your thoughts, dedicate the words that you say to creation of the habitat that will keep you alive, that will allow you to live a beautiful life, that will allow you to become the coach at first sight, whom your clients will say, yes, I want to work with you. You can make your business thrive if you understand the need of your customer, the need of your business, and of course, your needs. If you want to become a coaching entrepreneur, if you want to join our tribe, if you want to say yes to mental fitness and you want to advance mental fitness, mental wellness to fellow entrepreneurs, fellow coaches, fellow thought leaders, fellow moms, parents, siblings. If you are one person who knows, who believes that life can be more because God have created this to be more for beautiful people like you and me. Hashtag gift. Thank you so much for being my gift today on my day 4. I'll see you again tomorrow for day 5. So hashtag gift. Expect my gift within the day. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom, everyone. Have a blessed Friday. Have a beautiful weekend ahead of you. Sending you love, sending you blessing. May everything abounds in you. May the Lord grant your dreams. May He makes it come true because He is a God who makes things possible, even the impossibilities. With the God we serve, it's possible. I'll see you again tomorrow for day 5. Bye-bye.